How we doing? Am I muted? Let me see. Wow, really? Wi-Fi is on. Sound looks good. Yeah, should be okay. Are we good now? You can hear it now? Okay. All right. I wasn't. Yeah. Hey, listen. You know, Uncle Glenn, I am not the most. I, I have the worst. The worst problem. My worst problem is trying to work through all of the technology. You know, I wish somebody would just be able to just, hey, I'm going to take care of it, Unc. Don't worry about it. You just go and meet with your family. That's what I want. So we can hear now? Everybody all right? We're good? Paulie, yeah. How do you... White joke. Love it. All right. All right, good. So we're good? We're good? I can keep walking around. Now I can sit down a little bit and we'll have a little chit chat, hopefully. Okay. All right, let me get this on my little tripod here. Tripod. There we go. Okay? We're good? We're good or what? All right. Daphne, hello. I'm having great, can hear. Okay. Yeah, hearing is always good. Otherwise, I got to do sign language here, and I'm not real good at that. I'm not real good at anything, but let me just see. My camera looks a little wonky to me. All right, good. All right, anyway, so I apologize. I was gonna, after we were in the garden yesterday, and I got off with you guys, I stayed out here for a while, and I didn't get into the house until it was almost like a 4:45 Eastern Standard Time, and I was shot, and there was no way that I was going to be able to get a cooking getting together cook with you from yesterday. So I hope you forgive me. We all right? We're gonna have a little chit chat today. So anybody have any questions about anything? I'm here to talk with you today. What's up, Big Unc? Lance. Big Unc, huh? I'm like a small guy. Big Unc. I love it. Well, I hate being in the spot. Can't think of any questions. All right, no, that's fine. I'm going to show you basically what we accomplished so far. We're on Farm to Table to Soul. I think we're up to like episode 20 already. Now that's always in combination between the cooking and prepping the soil, doing the seedlings. And for those of you that are new here, let me just explain what Farm to Table to Soul really is. All right? It all has meaning. And I'm Uncle Glenn. All right? So the farm part is just Uncle Glenn's garden. It's not, it's not a huge farm you would think of, out in the fields with acres and acres and acres of property, nice and peaceful, with some cows and some chickens and goats and sheep or whatever. All right? It's not. It's just Uncle Glenn's little garden. All right? Look, this is my garden. That's my farm. All right? And here is where I come and I try to get some peace and solitude. It's the place that I love to get my hands dirty. And The only thing you're going to hear around here are motorcycles, ambulances. You're going to hear police cars. I'm on the outskirts of New York City. All right, so there's a lot of noise. I'm on a main road here. All right, so it's just, that's what it is. But when I come down here and I get on my knees and I do some gardening and cleaning early, and even though I hear these noises, that all becomes just noise that I don't hear anymore. And I really enter into my own soul. All right? Yeah, I know, but it's, here, I'll tell you a little something. When I hear a vacuum cleaner, all right, like somebody's vacuuming and I'm like sitting in my chair, it'll actually put me to sleep. It's always been like that. When there's noise, that noise kind of gets shut out and it causes me to get deeper into my own self, my own head. Robert P. in the house, sweet and spicy. Sharon's here. Oh, love seeing you, Sharon. Ah, good, good. Hope you and your daughter are doing well. But anyway, that's that's what it is. And yeah, there's noise going on all over, but it doesn't affect me. All right, it really doesn't, and it affects me in a positive way, not in a negative way. Although there are times that if you're inside the house and you hear this constantly going, this noise, it can drive people crazy. So I get it. But anyway, so the farm part is just this garden. The table part is when we plant and we harvest from the garden. We take something, whether it be herbs or fruits or vegetables, and then we take it from the garden and we bring it upstairs. You can't hear me again, huh? Still? I don't know. Trying out the app. All right, hold on 1 minute. Let me change this mic out. It could be this mic. All right. How's this? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? How we doing? Can we hear me now? Okay. I just switched mics. All right. Yeah. Even airplanes going by. All right, we're good? All right. I just switched mics anyway. We passed Lowe's. So that's what this is. And we harvest from the garden, we bring it up into the kitchen, we cook with it, and then we share a meal with family, friends. I share meals with you guys all the time. So it's really, really a good thing. All right, so I'm going to show you where we're at. Okay, you want to see? All right, you want to see? Here. All right, I'm going to show you, whether you want to see or not. How's that? Okay. All right, so let's start from back here. All right, what we did this year is we ended up rototilling. You know, I showed you guys in some of yesterday I was really demonstrating it more than normal. But every year I have a guy come in the beginning of the season, and he comes with his big machine and he rototills all of the soil up. All right, aerates the soil. Well, this year I had bought myself a rototiller and I did it myself. All right, I saved myself $250 for a piece of equipment that cost me less than $100. And I had done that for the past 10 years. Now, it really wasn't, it was more work, but I'm able to use that machine all the time now. So we did all of this right here, all the soil. Not only did we rototill it, but we also, I took peat moss and I rototilled it a second time, okay? Now, this year, I just got done yesterday extending the garden. All right, we extended it. I put about another 20 feet in the garden. I went all the way to the back now. So I have so many plants that I wanted to make sure that I was able to have more room for them. And so I finished the fencing yesterday. All right, I have myself, I fenced this all off right here. Okay. I did my lawn yesterday. All right, let me just show you my little gate I put up. I have myself my gate right here, and I can open this up, and I'm in my yard. All right, and yesterday I spent time. Hold on. Okay, so yesterday I did the lawn. I got my lawnmower, and I mowed the whole place down. All right, now I'm going to start working on the soil itself. And that is, it doesn't look too bad. This part over here, I'll show you, needs to be done. Okay, look. See this? See that? That's where the dog was doing all his business. So I'm going to take my little rototiller back there, and I'm going to aerate this, and I'll end up putting some soil down, some seed down, and it'll look nice. I'll get it to look just, I'm going to work this soil now as well. All right. Now, I also took the rototill this year. This is my fig tree, 18 feet high, 18 feet wide. It hasn't started to bloom yet, but once this is filled in, last year it gave me about, I don't know, I must have been over 1,000 figs. I just had so many figs, I didn't know what to do with. All right. So this year, what I did was I decided to use the rototill, and I cut the lawn. I just took the rototill and went around the semicircle, and I added some mulch, and then I put some black mulch in the back. Now, once this grows in, you're not going to see any of that. But the reason I did it was because the lawn would grow under there, and I'd have to take the lawnmower and go all the way under, and it was a real pain in the neck. So I decided to, you hear the sirens? Woo! Now you're going to hear them all the time. All right? Now today I got to finish. Can you hear it? I mean, now today, yeah, this is a new pup. My son got him about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. He got it out of a shelter, and the dog's got the weirdest looking eyes. Hey, come on, come over here. I wanted to show you your eyes. Let's take a look at your eyes. Come here, come here. Marble eyes, come here. Let's see, come here. Wait, come here, come here. Come here. I'm over here. Let me show them your eyes. Come here. Oh, yeah. Woo! Okay. Look at these marble eyes he's got. Marbles. This is what his name should be, Marbles. All right? Okay. So, no, listen. It wouldn't be a surprise, okay? I am on a main road. I mean, I'm on a main road right here, and all day long, sirens, ambulances, motorcycles. I mean, just unbelievable. He does have blue in his eyes, blue, white, and blue, white, and brown. I mean, honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't have picked that dog. Got a weird looking body, but my son wanted to get the one that no one was going to take, and that's what he did. He took the dog that nobody would take, and it turns out that she is really a loving little thing. Got easty westy paws, got everything that nobody would want, but that's what we do, you know. And I'm glad, you know, I'm glad that my son is so compassionate like that, and he is. I got to tell you, that's one of his fine qualities. My son is a compassionate young man. Young man, he's an old man. All right, my son's he's old. All right, so that's where we're at. Okay, we did our fencing. If you guys remember how bad that lawn looked, okay, yesterday, and you know, just a little bit of trimming. Now, does anybody know where did those grass clippings go? Anybody know? Anybody know where the grass clippings are? You think I bagged them up and threw them out? Huh? You think I bagged them up and threw them out? Anybody? I don't have a compost pile. uh, I just want to get a little sip of my energy drink here. Hold on. All right, I'll show you. All right, let me bring you in the back here. I'll show you. All right, now this all over here was lawn. All right, I cut that up with my rototill. I'm going to just show you what I did exactly. All right, so you can get an idea. I'll bring you up to speed. Okay, this was all grass like that we have over on the lawn. All right, and I cut out this whole section. It used to end right here, right here. So we added this whole section here. And it, you know, normally is backbreaking because in order to cut that lawn out, you got to take a shovel, cut under the root. I just used this little machine here, and it just, yeah, it was work, but it was so much easier. I mean, look at that. Look at that, one-handed. And you see how it ripped the grass out? Now it's so soft now. Now it's, you know, sometimes it got a little harder, but that's what I did. And I'm cutting out the root. No, you can't go near the machine. You know that. Good, I'm gonna let you out. Go, come on. Go ahead. Good. No, go. All right, but anyway, that's what we did here. Now, I have to get some peat moss and put one bag of peat moss in here because the soil that I have in this area is really sandy. Long Island's soil is pretty sandy. It's actually good for growing because it's got a combination of clay and it's got a combination of the sandy soil. I am closer to the water, so it's a little bit more sandy here. And so my soil, I treat it. And what do I do with it? I add peat moss. And then I'll add some manure as well. All right, now I have a bag of manure, which I'm going to add to this, okay? And I'm going to rototill it right in, okay? And I'll show you how easy really it is. But listen, you have to give your soil nutrients. The soil part is the most important part. It's like building a house. When you build a house, you need a strong foundation. So before those plants that I have started from seed go into this ground, we're going to make sure that the soil is completely prepared for it. All right? So I have one bag here. Let me grab it. I want to put it out. And let me get my shovel. Take 2 minutes. Won't take long at all. Now, if you see me limping around a little bit, Uncle Glenn he hurt my leg yesterday, but, you know, not enough to stop me. All right, go, 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 go. Okay? Now, look at the richness of this, okay? This is just some manure, all right? But this will incorporate into the soil. Now, I'm going to get 1 bag of peat moss as well, and I'm going to work that in. But there's another item that I'm going to be working into this as well, all right? And I'll show you that, what we're doing here. This way you guys can get a real feel for really starting this year. I said that this season we were going to do everything together, everything. And we are going to do everything together. All right? So I'm going to just take this right here, kind of put it around all here, because this is, goodbye, goodbye. You like the smell of that, huh? I bet you do. I'm just going to put that away. Hold on. All right. Now, I'm going to rake that in. Okay? All I'm going to do a little bit, just want to spread it out a little bit. Okay? Spreading it out, simple. Now, you notice I don't have a lot. Just enough. You know, just add a little bit of nutrients to the soil. When I get the peat moss, I'm going to add that in as well. Okay? Covering it up, stretching it out a little bit right here. Okay? Now, look at the grass. I want you to see something too. Okay? Okay, look at this. See this grass? This is what I rototilled. And I brought it to the surface so that it would dry out and the roots would die. Okay? And that's what I did. I put this, when I find something, I put it in my pocket and I throw it out. But this we did a few days ago. And look how the grass, which was real healthy, is drying out now. And as long as you keep turning it in the soil, this becomes mulch. This is nutrient. This has nitrogen. Okay? Adding grass clippings to your soil really helps the soil, especially in the beginning of the season. It helps the soil to, as it breaks down, it releases nitrogen. And it mulches your soil, but not only does it mulch the soil, it helps it to retain heat and retain moisture. Okay? So I'm not taking that where you would normally say, oh, pick that up and get rid of it. No, that's good for me. All right, so let's do this. Now, I want to add something else to that. Okay? So we just put down a little bit of peat moss. I want to show you something. Want to see something? Huh? A lot of people leaving here. They don't want to. Is it lagging for everyone? Oh, it probably is. It's probably lagging because I'm all the way in the back. Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's my reception over here is not good. Is it lagging? We're down to 23 people. This might be the least amount of people we've ever had on these lives. So is it because that it was, not now? Yeah, it's a reception. You know, when I get to the back of the yard, what happens is that I don't have a strong signal. Let me see if I can change that real quick. All right. All right. I just switched the connection. Can you guys hear me all right? Okay. So what I did was I went to a different signal where when I'm outside in the yard, it gives you a better, I have I don't know what they call it, but it's better now? All right. All right, so let's talk again because we lost a lot of people with that, a lot of family members. Okay, good. So let me explain again what I just did. I just took a bag of manure and I spread it out in the new soil where it's very sandy, okay? And the soil being sandy over there has to be treated for nutrients. Now in Long Island, we have sandy clay soil, all right? Out east on the island is where the potato farmers really were. Now they grow grapes out there, and so I have to I treat all of my soil. I usually use peat moss and some manure, all right, and grass clippings. That's what I use. And that's how I build the strength of my soil up. The grass clippings do a couple of things. When you put them in the soil and you lay it on there and you turn it in, as it breaks down, which I was just showing you, okay? This was green. See this? This was green. See that green? Well, when I took that soil, all right, it's not working. Am I lagging still? All right, how's that? I took the mic off. I took the mic off. I don't know if that's any better. But can you hear me now? Or are we still stuck? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me or if it's you. Anybody else having any issues? Come on. We only have 22 people on here, so Can you hear me now? Anyone? All right, well, you good? Okay. All right, I took off the mic. So now I'm just going off of my phone. All right? All right, so I'm going off of my phone audio right now. I'm going to have to keep you closer to me. But let me just explain. All right? What I did so far. All right, I'm going to repeat it again. All right? We extended the garden. The soil here is sandy, so it needs to be treated and it needs to be improved. And the way to improve it is by I use peat moss and some manure. All right? And that's it. So I just turn that into the soil. Now I'm going to use something else. All right? I cut my lawn yesterday. All right? I cut my lawn yesterday. All right? And I took all those grass clippings. Okay? All those grass clippings, I saved them. All right? Now, this is what I'm telling you. If you're putting your garden together, your grass clippings are gold. All right? It's gold. It's still not working, huh? Yeah. All right. Let me see if I go back in, come out. Yeah, I may have to end the live. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're... What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut my phone down and I'm going to restart my phone and I'm going to come back. All right? So I'm going to shut the phone down. I'll be back in probably 5 minutes. And maybe my phone needs to do something as well. All right? Let me try that. And, we'll see if we can come back. All right? I'm going to try it now. Okay. All right. How are we doing? If you can't hear me now, I don't know what else to do. Robert P., my tech guy, my scout, can you hear me? Okay, good. All right. All right, we had some technical issues again, of course. Being outside, it's hard to sometimes recover from some of these outages that we have. I know a lot of people couldn't hear, and it wasn't just one person, so we had quite a few that were having trouble. Hi, Cher, how are you? Justin Anderson, okay. All right, let's see if we can get things back in action. What we did today was we were just reviewing some of the accomplishments that we made here in the garden. All right? And I've done everything I could on my end. If you guys can just check in real quick and say if you can hear or you can't hear. Obviously, if you can hear, you can check in and say yes. If you can't hear, you're probably not knowing I'm requesting it, so you're not going to be able to. Okay. All right, good. Cher said much better. Robert said yes. Lori just joined. Hi, Lori. I can hear nice and clear. Yeah, you haven't had any problems, Sharon. Yep, I know. All right. All right. wonder if Kathy Smith will come back on, and Jenny Jen. I know they were having a problem also, but so it wasn't just one person. It might have been my phone as well. All right, hopefully I'm in a better spot here, and I may have to run this live from here. Okay, so let's. All we were doing today was reviewing where we're at. I extended the garden. We're treating the soil. We started our plants from seeds. Okay, and we're almost going. We're probably about a week to 10 days away from starting to plant. All right, that's probably what it is. I mean, that, yeah, that's probably what it was. Okay, good. So that's all we're doing. We were reviewing. Uncle Glenn extended the garden this year. I went all the way to the back of the fence. I picked up about 20 feet of garden. I'm treating that soil back there, which is a little bit sandy. We're adding some peat moss, some manure, and the grass clipping, or the grass itself, I ripped it up and tilled it right back into the soil. Why did I do that? I did that so that the nutrients that are in the grass would, I didn't want it to take root again. So I wanted to chop those roots up and break them down so it wouldn't reroot, but I didn't want to throw away the grass. So I let the grass itself break down in the soil and give its nutrients to the soil. All right, and what does that do? It adds nitrogen, it adds a mulch, a natural mulch to the soil, and it warms the soil up, especially this time of year. We want to get our soil temperature up so that when we put our plants in, those plants will be able to grow and at the best possible conditions that we can give it. That's the whole purpose here. All right, so that's what Farm to Table to Soul is all about. All right, it's the farm part, not a big farm, not acres of land, just my little garden here, of which you're going to hear. You're going to hear sirens, motorcycles. You're going to hear all kinds of noise. But it's my place of solitude. I come here, that all goes away, and I get very internalized when I come down here. All right, so today I'm just going to do one thing. And I just added some manure to the soil. I want to show you my grass that I cut yesterday. I didn't get on my live yesterday because I spent so much time in the garden and yards and working in the yard that by the time I got down, I was shot and I just couldn't. Also, if you see me limping around a little bit, yeah, yesterday I was carrying some stuff and my hip just wasn't feeling right. All right, but I'm back anyway, so we're gonna work through it. All right, so here's what I want to show you. Let me show you the lawn that I cut yesterday. I'm kind of proud of it because I think it looks so much better than that raggy, overgrown, but I watch it, I let it grow long. My initial cut, before I cut it initially, I let the grass grow long. Why do I do that? Because the longer it grows, the deeper the roots get. Now, I let it go. Everybody, all my neighbors, oh, it looks so pretty 3-4 weeks ago. Mine looked like it's overgrown. But I did it for a purpose. It strengthens your grass. All right? So, take a quick look at it. Hopefully, we still have a little reception. All right? And I want you to just look at the lawn now. Okay, after we redid it, okay? All right, it's nice and trimmed all the way down. It looks healthy. I got to do some spot fertilizing and seeding right here especially because that's where the dog does his business. All right, and I'll rototill this portion of it up. I'll put some fertilizer, some seed, and then hopefully we'll get it to look like that. All right. We did some mulching around the fig tree. It's 18 feet high, 18 feet wide, and that hasn't begun to bloom yet. But spring is here, and I think we're going to be starting pretty good. All right, so this I want to show you is the gold. You want to see the gold? You guys want to see the gold? Huh? I'll show you the gold. All right? Other people's garbage is Uncle Glenn's gold. All right? But this is mine. All right? Right here. See this? See that? Those are the grass clippings that I cut from my lawn yesterday. I filled up this whole bucket. Now, most people would bag it up, throw it out. Not me. Okay? I'm not doing that. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it right now. Okay? All right? Ready? I'm going to show you. All right? I'm going to show you. We're going to start right here. I'm going to put you over here. All right? Here come the sirens again. Here come the ambulances again. Let me get my gloves. And we are going to feed the soil. We're going to feed the soil right now. Okay? I'm going to take my grass clippings and I'm going to start spreading them on top of my soil. This is going to add nitrogen, mulch, and it's going to keep the moisture, and it's going to warm the soil up itself. All right? So, all right, watch. See this? Okay? These are the grass clippings. First of all, I'll tell you this much. They are hot. And right now, they're already breaking down in here. All right? This was from the grass. This is from the lawn that I cut. I'm just walking around now, and I am spreading the love. I'm spreading the love right now. Okay? This is what I do. I take the grass clippings. This is gold. And it's probably not even enough. So I'm going to have to go take some from my neighbors. All right? I do this for the whole first part of the season, even when the plants are in the ground. Then I'll start to go around the base of the plants with the grass clippings. Okay? Any of that make sense? All right? Anybody other than me save their grass clippings? Huh? Anybody? All right. I know you guys aren't very talkative today, and that's fine. I get it. I know I've had technical problems, so. I don't know if you guys can hear me now, but all I'm doing is spreading out my lawn clippings that I cut yesterday from my grass, okay? And I'm adding it to my soil. And the reason that I add it is because this is free. It is probably the best. I don't know why they don't bag it, but this is like putting pure nitrogen in your soil and adding mulch at the same time. Okay? That's what this does. And you see that this is the prep. This is only my prep of the soil, which is why I get a good return on my harvest, because I'm treating my soil the right way. All right? And I know I'm far back here. This I'm gonna have to dump now, and I'll spread it out with a rake. Okay. Got some there. Got some here. The whole container of grass clippings. The whole thing. Okay? Okay? Now I'm just going to spread them out with a rake. You want to do this, even if you have a raised garden, okay? Just don't put it on your plants itself. You put it around the base, it's fine. But the soil is really where you want to have this. Now, once this dries out in the sun, then I'm going to rototill it into the soil. Right now, it's working to dry. I'll leave it out so that the sun begins to break down all of these grass clippings. And it'll take maybe a day. Now, if it rains tomorrow, it might take an extra day. But it's going to make this soil so healthy, okay? This is really giving it vitamins, nutrients, mainly nitrogen. And what does nitrogen do? Nitrogen is what develops the root system of your plants. Now, using it early in the year is the key, because early in the year is when the plants are getting established. The root system is getting established. And so what I'm doing here is I'm allowing, once I put these plants, my plants that we started from seed, once I put them in the ground, they're going to have everything that they need to strengthen and grow strong. Now, I will tell you this, all right? When your plants are established and you see that they're going to seed, they're beginning to flower, you stop using the grass. And then you turn your attention to the flowering of the plant. You have to give it a different nutrient. And what you have to do is give it potassium. Now, potassium, you can get it if you want to get it at a store. That's what Miracle Grow. Miracle Grow is basically has nitrogen in it, but it also has, especially the flowering one, it has a higher concentration of potassium, the chemical itself. And that's what causes your plants to bloom the way that they do. All right? That's why it works so well. Now, if you want to make a natural potassium tea, very easy. Go get yourself a gallon container. I'll show you the one I use. All right, look. They have popcorn and pretzels come in this. All right, so first thing you got to do is eat them all up. Once you eat them all up, all right, then you take the container, and what's going to be going in here is banana peels. I take bananas, I'm going to start saving them now, cutting them up, dropping them in here, and I'll add a half a cup of brown sugar to it, and then I'll let it put water in it up to about here, and I'll leave it in the sun. Leave it in the sun for a couple of days. Eggshells work great. That's calcium. You can break your eggshells up. If you want to add that to this, you can too. All right? But this, and you let it ferment. How do you know it's fermenting? Well, when you leave it a couple of days, the sugar is what activates the fermentation process. It's what breaks down the banana skins. And you'll start to see it bubbling. All right? Then you know it's fermented. Almost like making a pizza dough. Then you fill this up with water, stir it, and put it 1 scoop at the base of your plants when you want them to flower. Do not use that when you first plant them. You want to do that after they're mature. You'll go to the tea. But you can start preparing jugs of it now, once a week. Once a week, 1 scoopful. Once a week, 1 scoopful. All right? Yes, you'll definitely smell it. All right? When you open it up, it's going to smell, man, what am I making here? Banana sunshine? Not banana moonshine, banana sunshine. So that's what I do. I'm just telling you. And we'll be making some teas. So what I did right now, though, we just finished laying out all of my grass clippings that I cut my lawn with yesterday. All right? I cut the lawn down, show you one more time. All right? I went back here, I cut the whole lawn. Now, today, I'm going to go in the front and do the same thing. I'm going to cut the lawn. And then I'm going to use the rest of the clippings for the back of the garden. Okay? So, utilizing nature and what it has to give you is paramount. I think it's great. And want to know something? It's cheap. And people throw it out. So if you don't have a big lawn, look for the nicest lawn, all right? And go get yourself a bag of their black bag when they put it out for the garbage man to take away. All right? How does the lawn not reseed itself from spreading out the clippings? Well, this isn't the lawn. This is right here. Well, you can mulch that back in. If you have a lawnmower, that's why they have a mulcher on your lawnmower. All right? So if you just go and you're not bagging your clippings, that's what a mulcher does. A mulcher just breaks down the original grass and it puts it back into the soil. So it gives it new nitrogen. Now lawn, you don't want it to go, it's not going to flower. You just want it to establish a root system, which is why people mulch their own lawn back into their lawn. All right? Make sense? Or no? Francis, I haven't forgotten you. I've been praying for you. So although I'm not, I see you come up, and every time I see you come up, you guys go on. Same thing with Jen. Same thing with many of you. Even MA. I still pray for my MA, and losing a parent is not easy. Losing a child is worse. All right, and so our prayers go a long way. Even with Sharon here. Sharon I haven't seen in a while. All right, but Sharon's still on my prayer list. Dealing with her own things. I know her and her daughter. Yeah, I mean, my friends, you don't have to be a prayerful person to say, if somebody asks you to pray for them, pray for them. Even if it's a second. That 1 second that someone says, I need prayer. And you do it 1 second. You want to know why? That prayer does not go away. It's not like you say it and then God forgets about it. God does not live in time. God is time. All right? God is everything. So when you speak a word or a request or worship or an act of asking for forgiveness once, that's all. Now, is it good to repeat it? Of course. Good to repeat it, and it's also good because it keeps you fresh in mind, helps you to be more compassionate towards people, trying to remember their burdens. And that's what we do. We carry each other's burdens. At least that's what the whole idea of this family is for me. Not to, I don't walk around and think about you guys all day long. No, 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 no. I don't do that. All right? But I make a note and I try to think, thank you. All right? You lost your son a few weeks ago, Cher? Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. You know, yeah. Words can't heal that. Words can't heal that. Time can only try to heal that with the help of God. And that's why, there is a time for everything. I just got a banana peel thrown at me, and it's a good thing it didn't hit me in the head. What are you laughing at? Mama's up there. See, she knows it's garden time. You want to see what she threw at me? Look, look, look. It didn't hit me. Didn't hit me. All right? She tried to hit me. She was just a bad aim today. All right? Well, I'm not going to let that banana peel go to waste. You know that, right? Well, yeah, listen, Jen, I know you've had a rough one. You've had a rough one. And listen, the fact that we can come on here and we can bare our soul to one another here and not be proud but humble about that we're in need, okay? That makes us a very powerful community, all right? Because we are, whether you realize it or not, and whether I realize it or not, I keep saying to you guys, I'm the one that's blessed here. I'm blessed here for many reasons, but I'm the one that's blessed here because I'm able to fulfill a responsibility that has been given to all of us. And that responsibility is to love on your neighbor as you would love on yourself. And this platform gives me an opportunity to be able to just read your thoughts, your heart, and be able to love on you, to be able to encourage you, to be positive, and to bear your burden. I mean, sometimes words just don't cut it. I lost my son. I lost my brother. I lost my father, my mother. It just, I'm not here to console you, nor is anyone else. But we're here to let you know that we're thinking about you, that we're petitioning for you in whichever way we do it. And that's all. Yeah. So I'm glad we were able to have a little bit of this conversation here today. All right, this is what my garden is all about. It's not just doing what we're doing and working in it and growing things. This isn't necessarily a community of gardeners, or a community of people who cook, or a community of, you know, just people that want to be entertained. All right, this is a community of soul, of soul. That's why it's called farm to table to soul. And the soul part of this is what we're doing right now. We're thinking and internalizing. So, yeah, yeah. And I'm glad. I mean, you know what's great? I read your responses to one another. All right, how everybody is reaching out, and you don't know each other. I don't know you. You don't know each other. You know me from what you see. I'm the face of this. But the fact that we reach out to each other who we don't know is an act of love. It's an act of kindness. It's an act of respect. All right? And that's what this is. So, thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for doing that. Act of fellowship, absolutely, Mo. It's fellowship. It's you know, I'm sure we can all name it different things. And my prayer is, a lot of times before I go live, and not every time, but a lot of times, I pray, and I just ask God that He would have His hand in whatever messages we get out to one another. And that's the reason that Uncle Glenn prays before he eats, before he shares a meal, so that I remember that in each one of my lives, I have a time to honor my God for a moment. And the fact that you people give me that respect is priceless. Priceless. And I ask God that He would bless, you know, give me the ability to be able to spend more time with you all. And no, I don't have any other accounts, Jimmy. This is the only one. So if somebody's reaching out to you, they have my picture, they have my profile. It's not me. One Uncle Glenn, number 2, the one with 38,000 plus followers, plus family members, I call them. All right. So, yeah, you'll have people that are imposters, and TikTok doesn't really do anything about that. So, it is what it is. You know, you can only do what you can do. You can only control what you can control, you know. So, I'm not here to preach today, but, you know, you guys are here to find out who I am. And, you know, I'm the face of it. So I try to be an open book about who I am. Now, Uncle Glenn's got skeletons. Uncle Glenn's got things that, oh, you say, oh my God, I hope you think the worst of me. Because I'm a flawed man. I've had sins in my life that I regret. All right? I'm certainly not someone that should be put on a pedestal. But there are things that I know to be right. Just like I know there are things that are wrong. And I'm here to share with you the stuff that I believe is true and right. So, you know, just the way it is. Anyway, I got to go cut my front lawn. All right? Yeah, I mean, listen, it's scary, you know? You know what's scary about it? Here's what's really scary. The way that people that end up being public figures, their sins, they're flawed, parts of them are exposed, and everyone jumps on it. Whether you like the person or not. When you don't like them and that happens, you go, yeah, 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 I do it too. You know, I'm glad. Now we can get rid of this person. All right? But I also think of one other thing. All right? I think of this. Whenever everyone's jumping on the bandwagon, no matter how horrific it is, something that was done, but when you jump on the bandwagon on it, you can internalize and say, man, that's horrible, and feel compassion for whoever was on the other end of that receiving the abuse or whatever it was. You can have compassion for them. But to jump on a bandwagon to crucify the person that did the thing, I think about Christ. And I think about Mary Magdalene and how they were about to stone her. And everybody picked up those stones. And everybody wanted to get their piece of flesh in. And they wanted to hit her and kill her and enjoy her pain. They wanted to, because that's who we are. And when Christ came along, he looked at the crowd and they told him, you know, hey, she's committed adultery. Adultery. She should be stoned and killed for that. And the greatest answer, because my God was man, and had the greatest answer, and he just said, for those of you without sin, please cast the first stone. For those of you without sin, cast the first stone. It wasn't for those of you who have not committed adultery, cast the first stone. It was those of you without sin, cast the first stone. Everybody walked away, and he was left with her alone. And she looked up at our Lord, and with compassion and with remorse for her sin, Jesus said, go and sin no more. So, yeah, well, listen, that's not me making up a story. That is a true act of how we as a community, now we don't do it. Listen, I'm the first one to say that I'm throwing stones a lot of times. I'm going, especially in the street, but that's my sin. That's where I'm wrong. I'm just telling you that these are the things that remind us, or remind me, of the right way to act. So, all right, anyway, I got caught up. You see, that's why we only have, I'm so glad we only have 35 people here and not 300. All right. Yeah, Jackie, I'm sure. We all have stories. Yep. Oh. All right. Yes, I want to go live later. I want to do my work. It's 1:10. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do yesterday. I'm not making anything big. I am going to make a hamburger. And it's going to be a loaded heart attack. All right? We're going to load it up. We're going to make our burger. You watch what I'm going to do. I think you're going to kind of really enjoy it. How I'm going to make the bun that I'm putting it in. All right? And it should be fun. Also might make some spaghetti pie. I have some spaghetti and meatballs left over. Wow. With 37 people? Holy smokes, MA. How did we do that? Well, you guys are tapping? Hey, before we're out of here, would everybody, whoever, if you're new here, would you follow? Hit that follow button. And would everybody please, right now, if you haven't already, do the heart me and the go populars. Hit those go populars before we're out of here. We're already dropped down to C3 League. All right? Oh, another thing. Tonight, 9 p.m., I'm supposed to have another battle. Now, you saw how we got spanked the other night. And the only reason I went on, after the live was over, I was reading my comments, and all of a sudden a message comes up. In 12 minutes, your scheduled battle will begin. So I jumped on with you guys, and those of you that were on, you saw it. I was going, where's Tracy? We got on with this guy, and now when they match you up, they match you up. So I had 38,000, he had 35,000 followers. When we got on, he was in California, I'm in New York, so it was the West against the East, basically. And he asked, he goes, oh, whoa, he saw we had 4 wins in a row. He goes, oh, he was worried. And he says, how long you been doing this? I said, I don't know, 10 months. What? I said, how long you been doing it? He said, 15 years. I go, what? So we start the battle. All right? And we got our soldiers ready. All right, let's hit those likes. Let's just stay with them. And then we'll bring on our made women, our made men. That's our artillery. And then we'll come in with our capos. Boom, boom. First 10 seconds. He's at 300, we're at 362. After 10 seconds, he went to 45,000. Like that. 45,000 points. I almost fell off my chair. I had to look to see, maybe I was tired. I think everybody else that was on, he had 15 people on. We had 60. And I went, help, help. And anyway, he never moved from there. And we went up, as it ended, he ended up with 46,500 points. And we ended up with 1,300 points, or 400 points. We got spanked. Oh! And I just said, rematch? I go, no rematch. And I just went off. So tonight I have another scheduled battle at 9 p.m. Now, even if we're cooking tonight, which we're going to do, I would hate to lose again. That bad, at least. I don't know if anybody can come on, but if you do come on, you got to come with guns loaded and be hitting those tappers. All right? So whatever you can do, do. But I'm going to give it a shot again tonight. I'm scheduled. I scheduled it last week. And we'll see. I hope not. I hope they don't put us up against this guy again. Because it was just a crush. I mean, it was like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh. All right, I'm going to call it a day. Yeah, really. But I'll see you on, let's see. I got to go cut my lawn. I don't know. We'll be on by 6 p.m. All right. If I can get on 5:30, we will. But it's not going to be that long of a live. And then when we do that battle tonight, that's not 9 o'clock. So, you know, I'll probably be on the cooking maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. Won't be a long one because then I want to get the kitchen cleaned. Takes me about an hour and a half. And then I'll just go on for our battles, and then I'll call it a night. All right? So we'll leave it at that. All right, my friends? Anybody else have any comments? We're just getting off, Kath. We'll see you later. All right? Anybody else have any comments before we leave? If not, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for putting up with my technical issues like usual. And I love you all. And I'll see you after I get done working in the kitchen later, okay? God willing. Oh, wait a minute. Before we get off, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did we get our goal of, hold on a minute, of, oh, we need, I think, another 5 heart me's. 5 heart me's from 5 different people in order for us to have accomplished the goal for today. I got to stay on. I got to stay on for 5 heart me's. Anybody that didn't do their heart me today, could you send it out? Oh, Kathy Smith, yes. Okay, there's 1. We need 4 more. We need 4 more. Come on. I got to try because otherwise we're going to keep dropping. If I have these goals set and we don't hit them, now it says 50 on here, but that's all right. All right? I'm showing you need 3 more. All right. I need 3 more. No, what are you sorry about, Kath? We need 3 more. Oh, banana blonde. We need, what do we need? 1 more? Silver Fox, yes, M.A. I think we got it. Did we get our goal? Gallery 15. Oh no, we still need 2. We still need 2. I need 2 heart me's. And for those of you that have done it already, come on, get some Go Populars up. We got 29 of us here. Now these are also, I want to show you the gallery. All right, these are the ones that we need also for later. All right, to finish the gallery up. I don't know if you guys can see these or not. Okay. I don't know how to show it to you. I probably have to set it myself. All right, donuts, roses, hat and mustache, hand hearts, finger hearts, and, oh no, I'm sorry. Hearts, corgis, money gun, DJ glasses, swan, galaxy, meteor shower, whale diving, and fireworks. All right, those are all ones that we have to complete the mission. All right, so we need 1 more heart me. 1 more. Oh, look at you guys are helping out here, loving it. 1 more. You know, it's so great. I could just ask you. You know, there's no shyness about it. And you guys just, oh, any way I can help you, I'll do it. Love it. Love it. 1 more. We need 1 more who hasn't done their heart me today. 1 more. 1 more. We're at 24. You need 26? No, not 20. Yeah, that not for today. I didn't schedule. I don't have 50 up today. Do I? No, 26 more. No. I think I set it for 25 for this live. I think the other one will be going to later. We need 1 more for now. And that should complete my goal for this live. I think. No? Anybody new here that you're on, hit that follow button. If you haven't followed, follow. If you haven't joined the fan club, we need one more fan club member. One more. You hit the heart me. Anyone that has not hit their heart me yet. Yeah, it's 50, I think, altogether. But when I did the live, I set it for 25. Maybe it went to automatic. All right. All right. All right, we're going to call it a day. All right? I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys. And, you know, we're going to be on. I got to go finish cutting my lawn now, and we're going to be on later. I'm going to say by 5:30. All right? It's all right. We got it. All right? I love you guys, and I thank you for all of your time. Every heart me, every go popular, every heart. I appreciate it. All right? And we'll see you later on. Okay? God willing.